Hey, what's up, y'all? It's your boy Jay Bird. How you doing? With this video, I'm reviewing all my Denzel Washington movie collection of his best movies that he got awards and Oscars and nominees for. Like this movie, The Great Debaters. This is one of the best movies that Denzel Washington directed and starring in with Forrest Whitaker. I gotta say, this movie did have like a lot of debating in it, and I really liked the performance from Denzel Washington and the rest of the cast, including Forrest Whitaker as well. And you all could tell me like what y'all like about this movie, The Great Debaters, starring Denzel Washington and Forrest Whitaker. And I like this movie, The Bone Collection, with him and Angelina Jolie. They both played a phenomenal role with this film. And it's an instant classic from 1999. And you all can tell me like what y'all like about this movie, The Bone Collector. Is it one of Denzel Washington's best movies that came out when it was the year 1999? Please share. Now this movie, Fences, directed by him, and it's starring Violet Davis. She played a good role in this film, and this is one of the best films of 2016. And I like that Denzel Washington directed this film. And I really think it's an amazing film that he played in and directed. You all can tell me what y'all like about this movie in the comments below. Is this one of his best movies he done? Please share. Now this movie, The Magnificent Seven. It's good that Denzel Washington reunited with a few of his old co-stars from his previous films, such as Training Day and a few other movies. And I really like that the guy who directed Training Day and The Equalizer took his time to direct this film. And it's good that Denzel Washington got to reunite with Ethan Hawke and Chris Pine in this film. I really like this movie. It's one of the best Western films that I've ever seen, and I can't get enough of it, guys. You all can tell me like what y'all like about this movie in the comments below. Now this movie, The Hurricane. This is an amazing film, even though it's based on a true story, and Denzel Washington won an award for doing this film, and it's basically about a boxer named the Hurricane, and he gets framed for murder and sentenced to life in prison. Then it was a young teenager and his adopted white family read his book, and then they come to realize that he is an innocent man being framed for something that he didn't do, and it took them to get him a powerful attorney proving his innocence, that he never murdered anybody, him and his friend. But you all can tell me like what y'all like about this movie in the comments below. Is it one of the best movies that Denzel Washington played in, or is y'all upset that this movie is based on a true story, that he played somebody named the Hurricane, who's a former boxer getting framed for murder that he didn't commit? Please share. Okay. Okay, here we go, guys. John Q. This movie is very touchy, and it's a drama film about a man who's struggling with everything. And Denzel Washington won an interesting award for this film, and it's about his son John Q collapsed at a while playing a baseball game, and they only child needs a heart transplant without having enough health insurance or money to cover the operation. It seems that they were out of options. What happens next will keep you on the edge of your seat as John Q take matters in his own hands in the race against time to save his son's life. And I gotta say, that is a very touchy thing. That is a very touchy thing to do to save your son. We don't have enough health insurance or money to get a heart transplant. Kimberly Elise and the rest of the cast, they played a unique performance in this film, but Denzel Washington did good with this film. You all can tell me like what y'all like about this movie in the comments below. Inside Man. Like, this movie is good though, but I just don't get how like they did not catch the bad guys at the end of the movie. And this movie wasn't really about robbing money or anything. It was about just stealing some documents and stuff and some diamonds. That's it. Like, it is a heist thriller, but Judah Forster, she was alright in the film, and the other guy, Sealif Owen, he was alright being a heist man in this film. And even though this film is directed by Spike Lee, I gotta say Spike Lee and Denzel Washington, they did good reuniting with this film after they appeared in other films though together, such as Malcolm X and a few other films though. You all can tell me like what y'all like about this movie, Inside Man. Is this one of Denzel Washington's best films or not? Please share, cause I say the film is good though, but I just did not like that they did not catch the villains at the end of the movie though. That's the sucky part of this movie. Even though Spike Lee directed a few of Denzel Washington's other movies such as Mo, Better Blues to Malcolm X. Here go one of the Denzel Washington later films called The Little Things. Like, this movie is good though. It's a thriller though, but the one thing I didn't get about this movie was Denzel Washington playing a dirty sheriff or not, or they was tracking down a suspect. And then it was another sergeant that. But when I saw the trailer of this movie, it looked interesting though, and I had to check it out. And Denzel Washington did good with this film though, even though it didn't get a lot of shine though. But you all can tell me like what y'all like about this film in the comments below. Is this one of the interesting films that came out in 2019 or not? Please share. Book of Eli. Now this was a 2010 hit right here. I really like that Denzel Washington played a phenomenal role in this film. Even though this movie is basically about the world ending and everybody fighting for whatever they could scrap on, like food, water, clothes, all that stuff at the Judgment Day happened. And basically this guy, Gary Oldman, he was greedy, really trying to capture a Bible from Denzel Washington. That's the one thing I didn't get. Going through all that trouble just over a Bible and stuff. Like, I know it was the only Bible that Denzel Washington kept after the world ended and stuff, but I gotta say the movie is pretty good. I really like Denzel Washington, phenomenal role. with this film, and it's good that he got nominees and possibly won an award for doing this film. But you walk and tell me like what I like about this movie, Book of Eli. Is this one of the best films that Denzel Washington did when it was the year 2010? Please share. Okay, now this movie, Two Guns, started him and Mark Wahlberg. I gotta say they both played a phenomenal role in this film. You know, it's got like a lot of action and a little bit of comedy from both characters. One is like a, a cop, and the other one works for the military, and they don't even know much about each other when they both took on a bank robbery together, and then they both found out secrets about each other. Like one is in the military, and the other one is a undercover cop. And I gotta say, this movie has non-stop action, and I'm glad that I got a chance to see this movie when it was the year 2015, and I'm glad that Denzel Washington and Mark Wahlberg decided to work together on this film. And you all could tell me like what I like about this movie, Two Guns. This is one of the best action slash thriller films of 2013 or not. Please share, cause I say Denzel Washington and Mark Wahlberg, they did deliver a lot of action with their performance, and they were a great duo when they did this film in 2013. Okay, Malcolm X. This is a historic movie based on a Muslim named Malcolm X who used to be a gangster, and then he went to prison for robbing houses and stuff. And then he turned his life around by being a Muslim. And I gotta say, Denzel Washington did play a unique role as Malcolm X in this film, and it's good that Spike Lee directed this film and also starred in the film as well. And you all can tell me like what y'all like about this movie, Malcolm X. Is this one of Denzel Washington's best movies that he done when it was the year 1992? You know, it's a historic slash drama film. Please share. I watch this every year when it's Black History Month. Now here go this movie, Flight. This movie, Denzel Washington did play the unique performance in this film, but it sucks that he was a pilot that had a drinking problem, and he couldn't function right though. But I say like Denzel Washington did play a unique performance in this film, and it's good he got nominees. And Robert Zemeckis, who directed Polar Express, Forrest Gump, and Cast Crossway. It's good that he directed this film with Denzel Washington, and it's good that Denzel Washington got nominees, and this being an interesting masterpiece of 2012, and it's it's a great drama film that Denzel Washington started in. And you all can tell me like what y'all like about this movie, Flight. Is it one of his best movies that came out in 2012 or not? Please share. My favorite movie, Training Day. Like, I like this movie, but I just did not like that Denzel Washington was a dirty cop in this movie though. But Ethan Hawke, he played a good young rookie cop in this film though, working with Denzel Washington and his department when he discovered that Denzel Washington ain't the superior that he thought he was though. But you all could tell me like what y'all like about this movie, Training Day. Is it one of the best movies that came out when it was the year 2001, or y'all just like that Anton Forgesty directed this film? I don't know his name though, but you all can tell me like what y'all like about this movie, Training Day. Even though it has a few hip hop artists in here such as Snoop Dogg, Dr. Dre, Macy Gray. But other than that, this is a good movie though. Even though Denzel Washington played a dirty cop in here, he got many nominees and won awards for doing this film, Training Day. That's the only thing I don't like about this movie. My man Denzel Washington being a dirty cop. Another classic by Denzel Washington, Unstoppable. Now I gotta say this movie is a good movie. You know it's based on true events though. It's good that him and Chris Pine starred in this film. Based about trying to stop a train that's out of control, and I'd say this is one of the best movies that I've seen of 2010, and Denzel Washington did play a unique role in this film. But you all can tell me like what y'all like about this movie in the comments below. Is it one of his best movies or not? Please share. American Gangster, another movie that Denzel Washington played in based on true story. And this guy Russell Crowe, I'm not really a fan of the guy though, but I know he's from that movie Gladiator. And it's good that Riley Scott directed this film. You know, it's based on a true story about a crime boss named Frank Lucas who runs Harlem, and he's like a drug smuggler. And it's with a cop named Richie Roberts, who's played by Russell Crowe, to try to set up to bring down Frank Lucas multi-million dollar empire operation. And this is a masterpiece, and I really like this film. And Denzel Washington did play the phenomenal role in this movie, American Gangster. And you all can tell me like what y'all like about this movie, American Gangster, even though it's based on a true story. Is this one of the best movies of 2007 or not? Please share, because I think it is. Here go my movie, The Equalizer. You all can tell me like what y'all like about this movie. This is one of the best movies that Denzel Washington played when it was the year 2014, because this movie got like non-stop action, and Denzel Washington did deliver the best performance in this film, and I'm glad that I got a chance to check it out. Now this movie, it's more like a historic drama movie, and it's about Denzel Washington serving in the military. And this movie is pretty good though. And you all can tell me like what y'all like about this movie in the comments below. The much rubbian candidate. Now this is a classic right here, Out of Time. This is a classic from 2003, starring with Sanaa Lathan, Eva Mendes, and a few other cast members as well. And you all can tell me like what y'all like about this movie in the comments below. This one Denzel Washington's best movies that started in 2003. Please share, because I think it's one of the masterpieces. Now this movie, The Taking Over Pelham 123. This is a great movie starring John Travolta and Denzel Washington. You know, John Travolta is the villain in this movie, and Denzel Washington is more like a subway directory or something. And John Travolta is a historic crime leader who takes over a train called Pelham 123. And I say this movie do got like a lot of action, and it's a non-stop thriller. That came out when it was the year 2009. Even though this is a remake, though. And you all can tell me what y'all like about this movie in the comments below. Is it one of Denzel Washington movies that he ever did working with John Travolta? Please share. You know, it's directed by the same guy who directed Man on Fire. Now, this movie, Deja Vu, this is a amazing thriller. And it's good that Jerry Bruckheimer and Tony Scott directed this film. And it's got like non-stop action. And it's starring Val Kilmer and Paula Patton, the woman who was starring with him in that movie Two Guns. How she's dead and he can see her future. Man, I say Denzel Washington played a unique performance with this film, and I'm glad I got a chance to check this film out when it was the year 2007. You all can tell me like what y'all like about this movie, Deja Vu. Here go this movie, Safe House, with him and Ryan Reynolds. I say Ryan Reynolds, even though he was a safe housekeeper, he played a unique performance in this film. Even though Denzel Washington, he played a manipulator and one of the most dangerous CIA traitors who stays in South Africa after being captured in almost a decade. During Frost's interrogation, the safe house where he is being held and attacked by brutal people who coming at them because he has some unfinished data that they want from him. And I would say this movie is pretty good, and I'm glad I got a chance to see this movie when it was 2012 in theaters. The Equalizer 2. Now this movie is amazing. I really like all the action, all the thriller with Denzel Washington and his performance. And you all can tell me, like, is this one of Denzel Washington's best sequels to the first Equalizer film or not? Please share. I don't know if I told you that. I was in the back seat with, man, you know, I ran in the phone they were driving in LA. Here go the main movie right here, Man on Fire. This movie is an action-packed adventure, and I really like that Denzel Washington starred in this film, and it's directed by Tony Scott, the same guy who directed Enemy of the State and a few other films by Denzel Washington, such as the Taking Over Pelham, 1, 2, 3, and Deja Vu. This is the first movie he directed with Denzel Washington. It's about Denzel Washington being a security guard, protect the Dakota fan and her family from danger. And here's what happened with this movie. Mark Anthony is her father. He set up the heist for his daughter to get kidnapped. And then Denzel Washington got shot, recovering in the hospital, and became a one man. And he do whatever he can to try to get her back. And Christopher Walken's playing the movie too. And I gotta say, this movie is pretty good. I'm glad I became a fan of this movie, Man on Fire. And you all can tell me, like, is this one of the best movies that Denzel Washington played a unique performance in? Please share. That's a wrap, everybody. That's all my Denzel Washington movie collection right here. I hope y'all like all these movies I got by Denzel Washington. Y'all can tell me like which one y'all think is his best movie in the comments below. Training Day, Flight, all the rest of his other movies that I got right here. Well, this is your boy Jay Bird, aka Mr. Cool Guy. Hope y'all enjoy my full Denzel Washington movie collection. Tell me like what's your favorite movie by Denzel Washington in the comments below.